Hello traders, it's Tomek here from Nikos Trading Academy and welcome in my weekly Forex forecast. As you can see, I have Renko charts this time. So let's see what we have. First pair is this is a Swiss franc yen, and we have here 96 Renko box settings. This is equal to weekly chart. So what we can see here, that price is pushing very strongly here. And now we still have white candles after this small retracement. And now it seems that maybe we'll get retracement. Retracement can be, of course, we expect always to get at least to the 36 CMA. Like it happened here, but of course, price can still make smaller moves, bounce again, continue, and then maybe retrace. If we pay attention for our trend line, this is the line which we have right now here. So it's close to the 36 CMA. If we want to draw a different line, we will see that it's a little bit far away. So of course, if price continue, we will look for new highs. But if price retrace, 36 is our target. There is also area of the support around this zone, which will be more visible on the lower settings. And we also have this area of the support. Okay, so let's go to lower settings, then we'll draw the lines. So as you can see here, price is retracing, but right now it's spiking around the 12. So sometimes you have very strong moves. Price like to react on the 12, make the last final push, and then retrace. For example, you can see here, price bounce, another push, and then slowly start to retrace. But there is a chance that price will retrace immediately. So you have to keep in mind that when you trade retracements, then they're a little bit more difficult than trades with the trend, because with the trend the situation is simple. Price is moving. After retracement we look for buys because we can expect continuations. In terms of the retracements, we never know how exactly price retrace. Sometimes we have, you see here, very straightforward move. Sometimes we have situation like here, and then price is retracing. Sometimes we have this move, another bounce, and then like a one-to-one retracement. So this is always more difficult. So keep in mind about that. We can still trade. It's not a problem, but it's good to keep in mind about the correct risk management. So in here, our target again is the 36 CMA with the area of the support here, those previous stops. And if price breaks this, then we have another area of the support lower here. Okay, so those are the levels where price might to stop 36. Whenever we get retracement and price will create 1 to 3, of course we look for buys and we try to target previous stops. Okay, so this is what we have here. We go to M24, and M24 right now is making for us setup to go long. This is our trend line. So this trend line comes basically from a higher setting. So we still can target definitely this. But if price create for us here long scenario, and right now it's going up, then we can look for possible long scenarios here on the lower settings and still continue. If you get bounce, if price for example make down move again and will not break this trend line, but you will still you see that price is reacting, we can look still for buy scenarios to target previous stops. Okay, so this is what we have. Let's go to M12. We see right now M12 is making for us short option, yes, but we know that this zone on the higher setting is the opportunity for us to buy. However, we can still, for the day traders and scalpers, you still can look for short scenarios here. Why? Because we still have this trend line and possible area of the higher settings for bigger retracement. So if price decide to retrace, you will be in this trend. So we have two ways to trade this. We draw this line here, and or we look for short scenarios after this to the tree line breakout. Then of course we have to switch to M3 or M6 lower settings. Ideally we want to manage our positions on the previous bottom. So this is what you want to do here. Short scenarios target this, and then if price collapse, this is the next goal. And of course next goal is down here. Whenever price breaks this line, you look for buy scenarios and you try to target this resistance. Okay, so this is what we have on the Swiss franc yen. Next is CAD yen, 960. resistance zone. Yes, we see that price is making right now double top. There was a spike. We see that price starts to push down. We still don't have red candle, but it went up and now it's going down. So what can happen? Retracement where 36 CMA and area of the support down here. This is the first potential level for price to retrace and of course lower around the zone. So we go to 480, which is our daily chart. We will see trend line here with a lot of touches here. So we have also area of the support down here. So what we can do, we have to go to lower settings right now to see what we have here. And because to have confirmation of possible bigger retracements, price has to break at least this support zone, okay? Because we still have those strong lows here. So this is what price have to do. Then we can expect really bigger retracement. Until now, we still can have situation maybe like this, that price will reach this, start to, range, and then maybe we'll break here or break this trend line. And then if price breaks this trend line, we have this support zone, okay? But there is also a chance that price will not hold this line, but will break this, retest that, and then it will bounce and continue. So if this happens, then we will have confirmation of possible range, and then we'll be trading in the range. So keep in mind, so if price reach this trend line, won't break this line, you can still look for possible long scenarios after this line breakout and try to target this. If price breaks this line and stop here and then react, then again you can draw the line and still look for breakout of this trend line and just delete this trend line here, okay? And the last chance is here right now that price broke the 36 CMA. Short scenarios to target those levels are possible. Of course, this will be very aggressive. We have to keep in mind about that. This is our line. So after retracement, you can look for short scenario and then look for, of course, targets are trend line. Unfortunately, in this case, is not nice because this is the Renko chart. So when we change the angles of the lines, let me just hold on a second. Let me just try to make it smaller. So maybe if we switch to M12, yes, it will be better. We have this line here. So right now we wait for the retracement. You look for short scenarios, target this trend line, support zone, okay? Here you can look for trend line, and if we can draw anything, then after breakout of this line, you look for buy scenarios and target this. So this is what we have on the CAD yen. So let's say that we look for that. EURCAD 960. Pointing up very strongly. We discussed, by the way, this trade in our live trading room. Some of you took the long scenarios here. So the target is right now here. Price is pushing up. Definitely this trend line was broken. Price didn't hold this. Price break it. So now it's going up. So this is our next goal. If we go to 480, we had this, like I said, trend line breakout here. Now price is pointing up. We have new line here. So we wait for a retracement on the 480. We can look for the swing trading entries, 480 with lower setting combination target, of course, this previous top. So this is the first thing. Second thing, we go to M24. Again, retracement to the 36 EMA. Yes, oops, sorry. To the 36 EMA, to this trend line. You look for long scenarios after having this long 1, 2, 3 here. And if we look for M12, I don't remember which setup we discussed in the live room, or it was this, or it was that. Yes, of course, late. And the same story, you see that price is pushing quite strongly here. So retracement, you look for buy scenarios. Ideally here, because if we have a double top here, and after retracement you decide to take longs, this is your target, the previous top. But if we have, of course, a new higher high, come on, what is it? New higher high, then of course a retracement, and you still look for buy scenarios, but on the lower settings. You have to switch to M6, ideally to M3, because we are already late in this trend. Okay, but then you can easily take and try to, again, if you take long scenarios, target previous top, and then of course then the next resistance, because maybe price will continue straightforward. There is another way to trade this. Whenever price starts to break M12 trend line, then you look for short scenarios and you target this trend line from the M24, and then you target 36 EMA on M48. So this is what we can do in terms of the trades against the main direction. Okay, so below the 36 EMA, you can look for the setups to trade against for possible retracement. Euro dollar. So still the same situation on the higher time frames. We have this week quite strong news which pushed this pair up, and again we are in the same scenario. This is still, in my opinion, at least from my perspective, still unresolved, because on the 960 we have lower low. Okay, there was no EMA crossover, etc. But the price started to make lower lows, even broke this. So what can happen? Or again, we'll have like a continuation. We will get lower high and this, or price will still reach this. Yes, maybe double top bounce or break and continue. So for me, it's still like a main direction on the higher setting is unclear. If we look for the trend line here, we will see that price bounced on this trend line. Okay, so there is a reaction, but again, we can have here different scenarios. Of course, if price continue to go up, 960 last stop is our resistance. Yes, so let's go to lower settings. Now we see that price is pointing up after the period of a little bit range. The next area of the resistance on this setting is around this zone, so we still see that there is a place to go. So now it's very easy, because we want to just, right now we have this long momentum to buy, retracement, look for long scenarios on the lower settings, try to target this resistance to M12. Yes, this is the first, I think so. First, and this is, I don't remember where we had, but I think here we have both. No, this is I think here was first, I think so. Here was the second time when we had the news. Anyway, price is pointing up. We have this trend line. So right now, all kind of the retracement to the 12 to the 36 EMA are opportunities for us to buy. If we go to M6 right now, yes, lower settings also, we want to do what? We wait for the retracement. We look for buy scenarios on the lower settings, of course, M3, and we look to target the next level. Okay, so this is option number one. Option number two. So now we wait for the retracement, we buy. But if price breaks this trend line, then we can look for short scenarios to trade in the possible retracement. And then, of course, we target 36 EMA on the M24. Okay, so this is what we have here. USDN, no, we still we are on the very, very powerful level. So we see how long prices struggle here. Of course, because we all know that there is a strong level, price might not exactly retrace straightforward. Who knows? No, we will see. Right now, it seems that there is a red candle, but again, this is for me still not confirmation that we are going here. Okay, it will be visible more on the lower settings. We can still have just red candle and another retest of, for example, of the high. So keep in mind about that, especially that this level is important for everyone, because it's so visible that you can have a lot of funny things here before price decide to continue. Okay, in the possible retracement. So just remember about that. So you see here, we are still, price is breaking 36 EMA, but we have those lows. So it's retesting this. So whenever price starts to break this and start to build momentum, then I would say we can expect a bigger retracement. Yeah. There is next area of the support here. Okay. So this is knock zone, and then of course we have this. So those are the levels where price might react. It can also just simply break and collapse and, you know, like here. Yes, it can also do that without any problems. We have to just pay attention. So right now it's forming range, but it's still not confirmed as long as we are holding. If we now we had the reaction around this support. Maybe we'll get another retest and maybe bounce and price will push up. But whenever price breaks this support zone, you look for short scenarios. Now we have this trend line here on the M24. So if we are interested to trade longs, we can do it also. So you see we have this. So what we have to do, or we wait for retracement to the 36 CMA. And then if this happens, you can look still for short scenarios, target this support zone, okay? And then if price reach this, maybe we'll have like double bottom. Then if it's possible, you draw the line. And then if you trade against this or you trade in the range, you look for buy scenarios and you target this. In case of the breakout, this is your target. Of course, this is obvious that whenever price breaks this, we look for support zone, we look for short scenarios, definitely. If price now, for example, maybe you will get double bottom here, okay, now. So if this happens, then you can just draw this line. And then also after trend line breakout, you can look for long scenarios, but then you have to target the 36 CMA. Why? Because 36 for us is a area of the active resistance support, so we can still have reaction and another bounce. So you have to manage this, but price can also break and continue. So we can still leave something in case of breakout, because if it behaves like a range, EMA will be easily broken. Yes. So those are the scenarios here. So keep in mind, this is just in making right now. So that's why I cannot, predict or at least, build some scenarios, because it's in making. Okay. You see, previously price was just spiking and there was immediately a reaction. Also here, you see, we had this double bottom on the 12. Yes. So maybe we'll get the same. And then we had this very strong up move. So maybe we'll get the same. That's why you can still look for setups, even if we won't have this bigger retracement and another push. Yes, because you see, I said that the 36 is our target. Why? No, because we never know if price reacts or not, so we have to have area to manage our trade. Yeah. In this case, you see price broke and just straight went up straight forward. Okay, so this is what we have on the USD, and the last one is gold. This is weekly chart, a little bit bigger settings than on Forex. It's because of the pip calculation. Resistance, support, up move, retracement. So it seems like a very steep long 1 to 3. So price might continue where to this. But let's go to lower settings to see things a little bit clearly. So we see we had this very strong up move, retracement, price bounce here. This gives us our support zone. This is our resistance zone. Yes, and the next resistance is up here and also here. So if we go to 4-hour chart, yes, like a 4-hour chart right now, what we can do, wait for the retracement, look for buy scenarios, target this. If price breaks this line, if we get breakout of this line with the 36, we look for short scenarios and target that. But of course, this, what I'm showing you, it's for day trading and scalping. Okay, so if we go to 240, which is like a 1-hour chart, yes, we will see right now that price is, if it makes this, long scenarios, target that. Of course, short scenarios after breakout of this, and we target this. Okay, so this is what we have on gold. So guys, that's all from my side about the Forex. I hope you enjoy this. Tomorrow I will upload my indices forecast. So wish you great Saturday evening, and see you soon. Bye.